Hello, it's Scott Atwood again. Today I'm going to do a review on the Holman King James Version Study Bible in large print. And this is a full color study Bible. Okay, it comes in a nice box, a two-piece box. And they really went all out with this one. They really did. This is about the biggest Bible that I own. And I think it's 10 or 11 inches by 9 inches or something like that. And I've had this, so it's got tape on it. I've had this a while, and I did use it, and I really liked it. All right, the table of contents, we got the introduction, the features of the Holman King James Bible, the contributors, the list, maps, illustrations, abbreviations used in the King James Study Bible, God's plan for salvation, steps to a classic, the epistle dedicatory, I'm sorry, I can't even talk, and the translators to the reader, how to read the study Bible, the origin, transmission, and canonization of the Old Testament, and the origin and transmission and canonization of the New Testament. And it's got things, but it has a introduction to every book, and it's a pretty good introduction. And this is the introduction to the Holman Study Bible. And this kind of shows you what it's got. The features of the Holman Study Bible. It's got cross references, study notes, photos, and that is so cool when you're reading through there and you can actually see a picture of the place that they're talking about. I really enjoyed that. And it's got maps, and they're all throughout the Bible. They're not like all at the back. As you're reading through the Bible, you'll see all these photos and stuff. It's got the charts, illustrations, introductions, timelines of every book, and essays throughout the book. So this is kind of what the pages will look like. The text is up here. Then you got the line here, and here's the notes. And then it shows you a photo. And that would be the well of Herod. Here's some more. Those are the kind of maps, and they're all throughout the Bible. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's got drawings. I think that's the drawing of the temple, yeah. And it shows you how to use it, and there's your timeline of John. And Christ in the Old Testament, that would be an essay. And I've read a few of them, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. The contributors, general editors. One thing about this study Bible that's different than all the other ones I have is all my study Bibles are made by one man. This Holman Study Bible has got every book is written or is done, the notes are done by a different contributor, and they're all doctors. They're all doctors of theology. Every one of them. You get a lot of, some places it gets real Calvinistic, and then some places it's like Southern Baptist type doctrine that it talks about. But anyhow, almost every book's written by someone else. That can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what you like. I take all the notes in any study Bible with a grain of salt. And here's all the maps and the pages they're on, and they got a lot of them. It's really, I use this Bible a lot. It just got too big for me on the truck. Now this is an imitation leather, and it's got the paper glued to the imitation leather, so it's, this is an essay, Steps to a Classic, and it's full color, which I do like. And here's your translator to the readers. Now, if you've never read that, I encourage you, if you have a Bible that has that in there, it is good to read. First time I went through it, I really didn't understand what they were talking about. I had to read it a couple times to get it, but it's good to read. How to read and study the Bible. And these are all through, these essays like this is all through it. Okay. Let's see. They're going to talk about the Old Testament canon and the Apocrypha and the Septuagint, the early church, early Reformation, later Reformation, Old Testament canon, biblical authority. It's just slap full of information. This is kind of showing you what it looks like. The Old Testament. And then Genesis. Look at that. And every one of them got a nice and then you got the timeline, circumstances of the writing, message and purpose, and every book has that. And see, it's a couple of pages long. I mean, they really went. They put out some bucks to get this done by all these doctors, I'll tell you. All right. This is what the text looks like. Up top here is the text. Underneath that brown line is the notes. Now I'm going to tell you, of all the study Bibles I've got, this one literally covers almost every single verse in the Bible. Now it does give you kind of a generic notes, but you can cover the Bible, every one of them. And I love this font. See the blue there? And it's so easy to read. It's real easy on the eyes. I think this is a large print, so it's 11-point font. And see here in the references, they got the blue, and it doesn't mess up in the text. It doesn't give you. It'll give you like 1:1, and that gives you the verse to where it is. I wish they would make a Bible with just this font and this layout without any of the notes. I found the notes, I'm not real big on some of the notes, but it's a nice Bible, big thick Bible. All starts out with pictures. I'm just flipping through it. Maybe I can find an essay. But see, it gives the death of Amasa, David's forces pursuing. It gives all that all through there. This is I love the font and how they put these headings in there. I really like that. I really wish they'd do that and just leave the notes out and put the pictures in there. Here's a map. It is a red letter. Let me see if I can find some red letter for you. Yeah, there's an essay. Biblical basis for missions. That's not a very good one. Good example. Here's another picture, a photo. Gordon's Calvary. They're all through this book. This is a really nice thing. Here's your red letter. And if you've ever watched any of mine, you know I'm not a big red letter fan. But they did a great job, and it is consistent throughout, all the way through the Bible. This is one of the very few ones I didn't see it getting light or dark anywhere. Lots of notes, man. There's another map. Timeline for Thessalonians. Let's see what we got at the back. I think it's pretty much just stops. I mean, it's not like a lot of them that everything's at the back. Alright, we got your measurements. Table of weights and measures. The King's English, it'll give you definitions of what the modern English and the old King English, which that's really helpful for me. And then it has a concordance. Not a real big one. And then at the back it's got your Holman maps that they have in just about all their Bibles. Now that's it. The Holman Study Bible, large print. It's a big one. Anyhow, read your Bible. Study Bible's no big deal. Get you a text only and read it. And may the Lord bless you. Have a great day.